Good evening, greetings, and salutations. This is Passionate Bliss, and I want to tell you about my evening on Love Island. And they have now asked us to vote. I did just cast my vote, and I'll just talk about the four that I voted on. The others I'm not caring at all about. So I voted for the core four. I voted for, of course, Trinity and Brice, Aniya and Carl, and then I also voted for Melanie and Sincere, and I also voted for Kayda and Zack because that is who I want to finish the season with. Honorable mention goes to Casey and TT. They were very cute today. That was a nice little girlfriend proposal. The scavenger hunt was cute. The way everybody participated was really cute. And I'm happy for them. And I think that they may very well last for some time, but I doubt it. Um, I just because they're very young, and honestly, very rarely is it that a couple meets in their early 20s and lasts for any significant amount of time. Um, so happy ever after for them? Probably not. But let's pretend that it is. Let's pretend that it is. I see some people saying, "Yay, black love." In my opinion, based on what I'm used to, based on the couples that I've seen around me, based on my parents who were married for 58 years before my father died a couple of years ago, um, they're not giving black love to me because to me, black love is Barack and Michelle. They're giving Yvette and Jody my Jody from Baby Boy. So I think what they have is real, and I think what they have works for them, and I think that it's cute. But I don't consider that black love, not in my opinion. Um, but hood love and ghetto love is real in the hood and the ghetto. But I've never been to the hood and the ghetto, so I'm not cheering for it. But yeah, they get an honorable mention, and that's all I got to say about them. Kinsey, I wouldn't be surprised to see Kinsey in the final four because Pepe and Iris showed up last year for no apparent reason. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kinsey's in the final four. I'm not even against Kinsey in the final four, but I do not want to see Casey and TT in the final four for the simple reason that Aniya and Carl are going to be there. And I don't think the man who humiliated her and embarrassed her and caused her to cry on the floor on national TV and then laugh about it with the woman that he's coupled with, I don't think they should be in the final with her. They need to go home with this. And I've never on Love Island seen a man humiliate a woman, make her cry, refuse to actually apologize twice, then finally takes accountability once he's embarrassed after laughing at her tears. I've never seen a person who do those things get to the final four. Even if y'all vote them into the final four, I feel like production is not going to allow them to be into the final four because frankly it's just not good for their brand. And they're not getting any brand deals. I actually would probably boycott a brand that had those two representing it. Um, but anyway, that's enough of that. Um, I do want Carl and Aniya in there just because they're sweet, they're pure, they're they have a really nice little love story. Will they last outside of the villa? Who knows? They're very far apart. Um, they haven't had enough time. I haven't had enough screen time. I haven't seen enough growth for me to say. I have no idea. But they're honestly proceeding at a more realistic pace than the other couples. Brice and Trinity, I do not think they're going to last. I actually don't think that they're a real couple. I don't think that they're real. They're saying they're girlfriend and boyfriend because I think they have committed to the bit. I believe they have agreed that they're going to give us a good love story, and they have. They're giving us a great love story. So I do want to see the conclusion of what they have planned out for us at the end. Um, Kayda and Zack. I only want Kayda and Zack to be there because I want to see the final four. I feel like production is going to keep them there because Zack has been their favorite. So I feel like he's going to be there. And if he's not going to be there because of all the issues they have been having lately, then I feel like it'll be Kinsey and Brice, and we'll all be saying, "Well, who voted for them?" Just like we were saying, "Who voted for them?" when we saw Pepe and Iris. So, but I did vote for those core four, the girls. I want the girls to finish together. Trinity, Kayda, Aniya and Melanie. Sincere, of course, does not deserve to be in the final. Melanie should not be here. Now that she's finally had sex with him in the hideaway, which I believe, um, she's not going to leave this guy. They're going to do this dance for years to come, and she's probably going to pop out 10 babies for him, just like they said. And she's going to pretend what she doesn't see. If she does see something, she's going to cheat on him back, keep back. A couple of the 10 kids are not going to be his. They're going to do this for quite some time. They really should not be in the final four, actually. But I'm voting them so that the girls can be the last four standing on the island. Because the fact of the matter is, they've only hurt each other, and they have agreed to do this dance. Melanie said from the beginning she was always going to forgive him. She gave him permission to do everything he's doing. That's why I have not cared about her tears since Saul. I haven't cared about her tears at all since the Saul of it all. She knew what it was and who he was by the time he got through with Saul. And she kept forgiving him. So he's had her permission to do this the entire time. And she said in the hideaway, my mom would not be mad at you. She would just say, don't do it again, which is exactly what Melanie, her daughter, is doing. So she knows her family is going to forgive him. And now we know why she's doing it, because this is normal for her. This is normal. Her mother would do the exact same thing in her position. So if they're not mad about it, why am I going to be mad about it? Huda was at the final four in all of her toxicity. So I don't see why Melanie can't be in the final four with all of her toxicity. She's agreeable to this. And just because it's not what we would do doesn't mean that, it doesn't work for them. Lots of people live their lives this way. But she has never hurt anybody else outside of their couple, and he has never hurt anybody else outside of their couple. He's not made any woman cry on the floor. I'm okay with his brand of toxicity because it works for them. Let's see. I think that's it. That's all I have. Family Day should be interesting. I think it will reveal a lot about some of these people. I mostly want to see Aniya's family. I would like to see Kenzie's family. Tell her they're proud of her. And I want to see if Trinity's mom brings up that she didn't know about the blowjob in the backseat. She probably won't. She's going to pretend like it didn't happen. Some people say they don't think it really happened, that Trinity was lying to get on TV. Who knows? But anyway, let me know who you voted for below.